Hey there, welcome to a quick little recap of one of the seasons of Aurorum Mole Remnants. This was recorded as part of a live stream where we had to cancel the session, so things are a little bit crazy. It's all in the raw, same as always, but I hope you like our recap and our take on it, sometimes from the perspective of over a year since we played these sessions, and sometimes the emotions are very real. Anyways, hope you enjoy. All right, guys. So let's talk about season 4 and start talking about this one. Let me go ahead and tell you the names of the sessions for season 4, and then we'll kind of, pick up from there with the discussions around them. So the sessions for season 4 were titled Shallow Breaths, Bird Beaks, referring to, I think it was like rib damage and God, this name is so stupid. And I think Birdman inside of Leshev. Then it was Rumor Monger. Huh?
The escrow of Leshev?
Yes, the escrow, yeah. Rumor Monger, Road of Dreams, A Change of Plans. Then it was Home to Hodgwen, Fighting from the Shadows, Fanning the Flames, Caught in the Web, Where Went. The Tunnel Went Where? The Crown Achievement, Bartender's Books, and Beltran's Blade.
I almost threw my phone. I almost threw my phone. PTSD.
The Merchant's Trail, and finally Martyr's Rest. There was a lot that happened in season. Every season has a lot.
So I can't even. So the end of this night doesn't even encompass the last shit that I want to talk about.
The end of this
bitch.
Well, the end of this night. So the end of this night ends with Martyr's Rest, which is like you guys do actually.
Yeah, that was fine. It was a good reveal, but
not season 5. The first 2 sessions of season 5, which
covered more than all of season 4 for me.
We'll recap that, Wade, in like 3 months' time.
Yeah, based on our track record, I'll see y'all in a year and a half.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I was like, what? No, 13 weeks is 3 months.
Okay, season 4.
That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of things.
Dude, we got to start with the bartender. The fucking bartender implication was the biggest bullshit of this entire series.
Yeah. Wait. This started with we came out of the woods and all that stuff because I almost died, and then there was Birdman. Then we made it to Hodgwen, right? Nothing happened really between that we need to bother with.
We should go into the fact that Curve Rock burned all his books. Like we finally, made friends with Curve Rock, and he just started destroying his stuff.
Time trying to befriend Curve Rock. It went well. He was finally well. Mikhail, who was the original reject,
30-something perform to get his punk ass to stop being an ass.
Yeah,
that was after having
and then a couple MMs, and it all went to hell.
Yeah.
That one,
after
as a PC,
that one fucking
stung.
Yeah.
The burning of the books, like out of game, was incredibly irritating.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a bad MM. Was not happy with that one.
No.
That was a lot
especially
of work.
Because I've made sure with you guys before, because like Aldo does a lot of dumb shit, right? And I've said, like, if it's ever detracting, let me know. Sometimes I just like to have some fun with it because we're so serious a lot of the time. And then doing something.
We don't blame you for. We don't blame you.
Yeah, doing something that was kind of fun, turning into just destroying progress we made. That hurt. That one was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, weren't super happy about that at all. It was just like it was so fun right up until that it's like, dude, what the fuck? Like that was so much work.
Did we learn about the group going to Leshev in season 4, or is that a season 5 thing?
What group?
The ones you called the Nasty Boys earlier?
Yeah, the ones who
that
also were like,
5.
Okay, can't talk about them yet. Then.
I'm pretty sure that was like 2 sessions ago or something.
All right, I'll talk about the Nasty Boys later. But yeah, all the stuff with Curve Rock, pain in the ass to get through to. We had like, what? You had like a week where you were like, God,
I think it was
us reading books.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
I think it was like 3 weeks I spent.
Regardless, it wasn't enough for the pain it was to get in his good graces, just to have him burn his own shit over what was just Aldo throwing off a random joke.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it almost went worse, dude.
That
He's
one
like
made me not want to
burning,
play.
like,
I was like, I might need a Wednesday or two off. That was so irritating.
like, yeah,
I
that
actually
one
felt
was bad.
really, really bad. I remember being
Yeah,
like,
we-
oh.
Yeah. Shame on you guys. Made Jake feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
We were having to be like, dude, no, you were dope. It was the children who were wrong.
Like ultimately at the end of the day, it's like a game, right? And we aren't the most serious people in the world. We play our characters, but it's occasionally fun to have just like a let's dick around moment,
Mm-hmm.
Like if your character goes and sleeps around, you don't want to make like a did you get a herpes roll? It's just
Yeah.
like just let my character fuck around. Like, this is fantasy.
Yeah. No, it is
Making
a
a little
game.
rumor about a Birdman was like, haha.
It's like,
But,
we
like,
do put time and focus in, so it's still,
Yeah.
it's like if you're playing a video game, it's not real, but you don't want to lose all your progress.
Yeah.
Like it still matters.
That might be one of the irritating like dominoes that started tipping that had us so frustrated throughout. I feel like season 4 has been our most frustrated season as players.
Probably.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Lot of
Because I
setbacks.
mean, yeah, it's kind of been a lot of stuff happening, and we just can't progress. Everything just kept piling on
Yeah.
top. We'd go to make progress in something, and something else would come at us.
Part of that's because we literally have made 800 different plans. We had the whole downtime activities thing, and then it was like 8 interruptions happened. It was like, everything you did the last 5 days out of 7 doesn't count. You have to start over, and it's like, that's irritating. We had the whole like Beltran conspiracy chat where we had ideas of taking down Beltran, got thrown out the window. We had the rumor mongers and stuff that we came up with, and it was like, I think out of the 30 we had, you got to give off like 8 or something. It's like, okay, well, that's something.
8 in circulation.
Yeah, like that's something. And then ultimately it was like, okay, but now there's also ghosts and curses, and it's all tied together. It's like, that's cool, but my god, like as a player, it's like we just really wanted to button off one of these. Like we want to feel like we're checking something off the box. And the last one of these like recaps we've done, the last time we've gotten to check something off the box was after season 1, ending the slave ring.
Yeah. I think what compounds it is also like the amount of energy and resources poured into trying to accomplish things, and it doesn't
and out of game.
Yes, and it doesn't feel like we're getting out what we're putting in.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, we dumped like several hero points and all this downtime and money, and but it's like,
dude, the hero point that was like
scarves.
You never saw the shrine right next to your base with
Your
the
rock?
rock?
Yeah.
You fucking idiot!
Yeah.
That would go down as one of the most iconic hero point.
There was just a church right next to a hole in the ground that had a rock, and it's like, this is my hero point. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
You spent a hero point to learn that we're all stupid, and we thought Veti was so important. People were like, that's what we call the martyr. What?
Literally everyone.
What? Only we didn't know?
And to Scott's credit, some of this stuff, like I don't blame him for like all the different side tangents and side quests. Like,
it's a lot.
Koa and Gwen stuff, obviously, was something that was just set in stone. I won't go too into it because more of those reveals happen later.
Yeah.
But also, like, I think it was important for us to get to Vigil, which we did by the end of season 4. But at the time, it was like, you rolled really well. We were looking for some very specific info. You rolled really well. And what we didn't know at the time is it was actually playing through exactly how we needed it to. But we were just like, locate. You guys have an address? And they're like, meet us outside by the fire at 6 till dawn. What?
Yeah.
Bring a horse and some food. I just need, dude, I got a Domino's pizza to deliver. I just need an address. Put this over your head. We will take you to him.
Now that our ugly leader will test you.
Just need an address. And so it's like everything we did felt like it led to a whole nother series of things to do that would lead to a series of things to do. It was a bunch of circles. Season 4 was going in a bunch of circles, chasing our tails and feeling like we never got anywhere.
Speaking of chasing, wait, he's got his headphones on. Yeah, hold on.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Speaking of chasing, so that freaking bartender just
if us solving the door puzzle made Scott proud, like that was one of his prouder DMing moments with puzzles, his hint that the bartender was someone to worry about was one of his worst DMing blunders.
yes. Just...
If that was something we were at all supposed to pick up on, it was like the most just flavor description of a plate. Now every time he describes them, I'm like, okay, so the left wall has a crack in it. It's like you're in ruins, everything is cracked. No, but he said that left wall had a crack. I must pay attention. That left wall is going to betray us.
Is there a window? You said there was a window in here. What is a window? Define it.
Is there glass? Yeah, but no, season 4 definitely has been the season of chasing our tails and feeling frustrated and doing a lot of planning that ultimately was wasted, which made us feel bad in and out of game, I think.
A lot of reveals, like stuff is happening.
Oh, there sure. Yeah.
Definitely feels like a lot of clawing and scraping, and is a little rough. So we I guess we should actually be recapping, not just I
guess that's true. We went right into bitching. Season 4, I don't know, fucking went to Leshev, Birdman rumor, lost our books, got pissed off, went to Crack and Hot Gwyn, thought we'd make progress, didn't, learn some stuff, went to Vigil. There you go. That's how I feel about season 4.
Well, we did, speaking of the bartender, I did get to kick Wint in the face. That was kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
There was a whole chase, and then we hid in the hideout. I think this is where Casper got like 2 of his 9 concussions. Somewhere in the mix of all this, he got like beat up and thrown in the river twice. I don't know. He just keeps getting fucked up. We encountered the silver web, and they were like,
Gwen used magic and like set her off on this whole like weakening thing. Then she was sick at the crack, and then it's like maybe she's pregnant, and it was maybe she isn't, and a whole lot of days of our lives with that.
Yep. Silver Web was like, "Hey, we're mysterious. We know things." We're like, "Y'all don't really know that much."
Yeah, half their intel was wrong. They share with us. They're like, "Did you know that Beltran is a fish?" We're like, "Guys, I think that's wrong."
Nope. He's a human. He's definitely human.
Yeah.
Nope. Fish. Also, you owe us rent. And we're like, maybe. And they were like, okay, we'll waive this month. And we're like, cool, we'll move. We learned that the color stay costs an obscene amount of money per night. Yeah. Like a lot, like so much. I don't even know how much our manor is worth. I feel like a night at the color stay is a significant chunk of that. Fuck yeah, I don't know. Beltran's a bastard, owns the guard basically. He's got ghosts in his butt. And
this is the season where you've actually seen some pushback against Koa too, because until now we've kind of let Koa just kind of lead, but as he's getting more, I guess you could say, goodly and starting to like criticize the others. I know with Aldo especially, he's starting to push back against that. So that'll be interesting for how it develops. Especially with Koa now.
You'll fall into line.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so I mean that's building up, I think, with how the characters are like differ. Because Koa seems to be going more on that hard line, almost like paladin level goodly character. Probably not to that extent yet or anything, but yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how, if Aldo or Mikhail make a decision that Koa really doesn't agree with. And I think Aldo called that out at some point. Like, what will Koa do?
Yeah, we had that at the in the hideout. I think, I remember that because when we were talking to what's her face, and there was that whole moment where it was like, okay, well, like Koa didn't really want to go along with it, so he made Mikhail lead, but then he kept taking over, and that kind of became an argument. Yeah.
Yep.
Even the thing with Went, you know what I mean? That was interesting.
He didn't want the experiment with Ashanti to happen either. But then it did happen, and he's like horrified by the results because it's like, what the fuck have we done? Which may reinforce his hard-headedness to some extent because it's like, I let you all try something, and now look, what the fuck do we have? What have we done?
Yeah. While Mikhail is like, I don't regret it. We're good.
So, can I pose my question real quick here? Because this is the one I had. Okay, let me see. You don't have to answer this, but Scott, I guess this is more of a you question, but we can all, I guess the boys and I can theorize. Whenever Aldo had the vision, he had the doppelganger in his back, right?
Yeah.
So, was the vision because the doppelganger was in Aldo's back? Was Reem already there? Or was that Aldo's vision, and then Reem didn't really come to be until the soul crystal and the ooze were combined?
I think Reem is from the soul goo.
I thought so too, but then like with the vision happening, and it seemed like about things she was also a part of, it was a little weird. So it's like, did we actually just power up a doppelganger with souls, or did we really put a soul into the doppelganger that was already, up?
Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting question. I mean, if Ashanti would have to be wrong about the doppelganger having been effectively like inert, like brain dead, right?
Yeah.
But so if she was wrong, then that's totally a possibility. If she was right, then I think it's just literally all that came from the soul goo, because we know that there's like mind, body, soul in that goo, so it would be enough. What we don't know is, like, obviously we don't know the correct quantity to get one soul, out of it into
we
a
picked
into a
the
plate.
thing that Gwen vomited up and combined.
Yes,
that's what we combined.
Yeah, like pretty much hoping that like this is one unit of goo of soul. This will do it.
All
so
we
there
have
is
to do
very
is
much
get all of the
possibility.
ooze, take it to the crack, put the crown on, walk into the room, and crystallize it all, sell it.
It's kind of crazy, like how dumb people are. Like, you should know you should know how much a soul weighs. You just like put a person on a table and then kill them.
I'm having Monty Python flashbacks. Like, a soul weighs as much as a duck.
Just see how much weight they lose after they die. Like right after, as soon as the soul leaves.
Anyway, that was the question I had. I don't want to detract too. I know we're getting late, but like the vision thing is like, okay, was that actually Reem, or was that related to the doppelganger at all, or was that just Aldo actually having like some kind of divine vision of some kind?
Yeah, 0%.
Was Reem really formed with the crystal later?
Look at him smirking over there, eating his whatever the fuck, macaroni and cheese. I don't know what
he's thinking to himself is, I don't know, I've not written that yet.
I have.
Okay.
I
knew it was there. I knew it was there the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, that's the question I have that I don't know that I can get an answer to, but that's one that's been on my mind is Aldo's vision, doppelganger, Reem crystal. How does it all actually work versus what we and our characters assumed?
Yeah. Like, ultimately, in season 4, the current, like, where the most recent things are, we met the Silver Web. We don't know what our status with them is, and we don't even quite agree on what our status is. Like, I think that we're probably okay, or at least as okay as we were, and you guys have varying levels of like probably not. So it's best just to not risk depending on them.
The fact that they're in like decently or okay with Beltran makes it tough.
But we know they want him gone because he's a problem for them.
Sure, but they're also criminal opportunists who may be willing to sell us out to improve their lot, and we don't fully know when they reach that point.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they can, but like my thought process is the fact that we took Went means we are a more valuable asset to them as far as getting rid of Beltran. Like, we've proved ourselves more capable, which is what would tip the scale. You know what I mean? Like,
I think the opposite.
You think the opposite?
I actually think since we took Went, going into their territory, you know what I mean, and more or less putting them under pressure, because there would have been pressure. I mean, there are guards now patrolling the sewers and that, right? I actually think by showing them how capable we are, I actually think that that's more of we should get rid of them type deal.
Yeah, it's true, because they probably don't feel like they can get us on side at this point. Like, if we seemed more amenable in the beginning, then I'd probably be more confident in my stance. But we definitely did not come off as potentially amenable.
Yeah, I mean, look, we more or less smiled and waved, and we made a deal, and then we went into their house and stole their stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Well, we beat up the guests that they didn't like, but in their house.
We did. Yeah. Like, and one of their own.
Yeah, like,
we did beat one of their own.
There's no proof that it was us.
Yeah, but they
mostly
probably know that. So if they connect us to taking Went, then they know that we gave their boy a concussion. I'm like, look, we got one who gets concussions all the time. They're fine. Like, he's okay. He never succeeds at anything he does except getting knocked the fuck out, making us worry.
Dude, Casper's gonna be like DBZ abridged Goku in one season. Like, hi, pretty lady who lives in my house and makes us food, and we're like, Casper, it's us.
There's three of us. Big lady. Okay. But yeah, we met the web. The stuff with Beltran escalated really hard. He tried to have us killed. Spent 40 something gold on it, apparently, maybe more. And we got to the city and we're like, fuck you, Beltran, we lived. And then a bartender materialized and was like, hee hee, I'm gonna tattle. And then they tried to arrest Mikhail, and he kicked Went in the face and ran away. And then everybody was like, what the fuck? This is bad.
It's weird. In this one recap of the season, where you guys have mostly just not frequented places of business, you've mentioned bartenders quite a few times. It's
it was a bitch ass moment.
Singular.
Yeah.
Bartender.
Oh, you talking about the 17 out of 18, the one you went on a date with?
No. Talking about that one that apparated.
We're talking about the one that was so forgettable that even within 3 minutes of being mentioned, we didn't remember. But ultimately ended up being one of the biggest sticking points to turning Gwen into an 80-year-old and Mikhail into a fugitive and shutting down an entire place of business.
Yeah. Yeah, the innkeeper got beat up. He's at the crack now. I think he's unhappy. See what else happened. Talked to Orvain. And I think last season was when did he kill that guy last season?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Rain killed a guy. Probably on accident, but the curse. What else we find out? Scarves. We found out.
Season 4 should be called Scarves and Stones.
Yeah. She loves her some scarves and some tea. She's a blabbermouth. But it would only cost us 400, 500 gold to get the chance to talk to her, unless we knock over her carriage.
Dude, 2 hero points, 500 gold will get you a scarf lady, and the fact that Jesus is on some flatbread.
Yeah.
How much?
Oh, and when? Go ahead.
Just say, how much depth have we talked about Beltran's blade?
No. I said he had ghosts in his butt.
Yeah.
They're from the sword, so maybe that clears it up a little. But no, the Wraithblade at Wraithblade Keep is not at Wraithblade Keep. It is on Beltran's belt. And
Vigil with their stupid tracking thing was annoying.
Yeah, we
That
did get
literally
a
was the
Vigil.
one reason we couldn't get Aldo to sign up. Was they were like, also we're gonna track your fucking every move, and if you do anything that goes against us, we'll know.
They
I think it was
track
actually
every
pretty
move.
subtle.
That's
Yeah.
Okay,
a lie.
well they'll
They
know
just know
if
that
I'm like, if I'm like, Gwen, there's a place called Vigil. It's like, woo!
Yeah.
You made a promise.
they
If
know
you
if
break
we
your
break
promise,
our
they know the
agreement.
promise is broken.
Yeah.
Most of us don't have fucking like trackers put into us to tell us when we break a promise.
We don't tracker you.
I mean,
They
it was
magically
reasonable
know
enough.
when the promise is broken. That's tracker.
Yeah, but it was
Cruise
reasonable
tracker.
enough that two of us were fine with it. It was. I don't think Aldo was going to sign even with that.
I don't know. I think he might have without that. That seemed to
I
be
don't think so.
the straw that broke the camel's back.
Like, he
I
was
think it
already
a
really on the
convenient
fence.
straw on an already broken back.
Yeah,
It might have
it
been.
was just like there's a lot of stuff, and there's this thing too. Like, what the,
It was Aldo. It was Aldo's excuse.
No, wait.
Yeah.
He was somebody
Yeah.
that broke his leg falling down the stairs in the morning and decided to accidentally step out in front of his neighbor's car as they backed out of the driveway. That's what he did. You know, he just found the excuse for for a problem that already existed.
Yeah.
And once his face was being a fucking bastard. So that one guy, whoever that was, that dude was being a dick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And the whole
Mhm.
conversation we had with the girl who we were like, "Oh, must be a hell of a burden you're taking on," and she's like, "By the way, not really my job."
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was nice. Wonder what she'll betray us.
She's
Uh-huh.
already turned into a liar, so like.
Oh yeah, I found out. What's her name? Vanessa, the one lady that was there. We're pretty sure that she was sleeping with my sponsor. she came over. She's like, "Yeah, I knew him, Cadero. Yeah,
Oh, dude, they totally had like we fucked in college energy.
Yeah, I remember like as soon as she left, because like I think Koa and Aldo were over there like making faces. Then as soon as she left, Mikhail was like, "You think she slept with my professor?" And you guys like, yeah.
She did. She totally did. My voice is cracked like 8 times tonight.
Yeah.
Like back in college.
Did.
But yeah, so we went to Vigil. Koa got to talk to God's wagon wheel or dinner plate.
A big
It was
spinning
really
wheel.
exciting.
About the size of a wagon wheel. Thankfully, we only heard that description once. You know, compared to the bartender, the wagon wheel sized Iophonite, man, was that hammered in. Really picked up the hint Scott was laying down about what that looked like.
So Scott describes it, remember, then way later after the call, we look up the fucking enemy and it was the exact description of it.
It was just literally the Pathfinder based description of Iophonite word for word. We were like, what are Pathfinder says about Iophonites?
Oh.
About the size of a wagon wheel with burning flames of Scott, you bastard. This guy read this to us 100 times as if it was some unique description. Turns out he just fucking Wikipedia'd it.
Straight up looked it up while he was talking.
This man had Spark Notes open and we thought we were getting some grand DMing.
It was an accurate description.
Well, you know what? It was word for word the description not written by you. Very unique to Aurora.
It was not word for word. It was perfect.
Actually, I think it was.
We looked it up after. We're like, wait, this
Get
is
the
exactly
bod.
what
Get
he
the
said.
bod.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that happened. Koa got to talk to very excited, burning wagon wheel that spoke into his mind and told him a riddle. A riddle that apparently was in
Not
2
a
parts.
riddle!
It sounded like it was in 1. So that worked out.
The word riddle was used by mistake. It was a conversation we were having like 2 a.m.
It was 100% one of those things. I think even in the Discord, I was like taking the sentence and forming 8 sentences out of it, just taking 1 or 2 words. Like, Guinevere is a nightmare of her own making. Guinevere is a sweet girl, but man, what a nightmare. The cake is of her own making. I really hope everyone gets to enjoy it. What were you asking again, Koa?
So, moving on.
Well, hold on. I'll give you some props, Scott. It was a good reveal. It is just as good as that reveal was. it's not quite as good as dumping on you for calling it a riddle.
I shouldn't have used the word riddle. It was the wrong word. Very
Yes, it
much
was.
the wrong word.
We waited like 8 sessions for a hero point that gave me a rock to have its reveal, and the reveal was false information. I'm sorry, not false information. Very, very incomplete information. Conveniently DM friendly incomplete information.
What, the DM gave you information that was conveniently for the DM's cause? What?
Yeah.
That'd be like if you just put all these resources in this stuff. You go here, like a literal angel appears, but it
No,
sounds
hold on.
like
It's a
an
disc
old-
of flying metal about the size of a wagon wheel that burns with a yellow-white flame.
Yeah, but like, imagine if instead of giving you that riddle, it just talked like an old man from Mississippi, really fast, and that's like the only way it delivered information.
Oh,
Honestly, if
shucks,
Scott
y'all.
pulled that off, I
I'm
would have
right
taken
here
it.
down to tell you what it is you're looking to find out. I don't know if people from Mississippi sound like. I assume like they have their brother's cock in their mouth.
I think you nailed it.
Oh, okay. Oh shucks, Ma, you look stuck.
I think that was a pretty solid recap that ended with the Iophonite discussion and Koa being like, "So boys, how's your night been? Because I talked to God."
Yeah.
And then, as expected, you were both like, so Koa was poisoned. We should check him.
They got him. Aldo, you were right. It is a cult. They have Koa.
That's right.
Any final thoughts or notes or what have you about season 4 before we move on to questions?
Hated it season 4. It had some great moments, great reveals, and all of my playing of D&D of any type, any tabletop I've done, I don't think I've ever had a more frustrating feeling season as a player or a PC.
Yeah, that's fair. It was a hard one. It's hold on, let me say season 4 is let's see, 13 times. You could probably say 13 times, not quite 6, but yeah, almost 13 times 6 actually. I'd have to because there's so many like broken ones because we had tech issues. Probably about 13 times 6 for how long that season was. Like that's crazy.
Of which we just felt like we chased our tails the whole time. And
75, 78 hours, and it was a rough season. It really was. Like, jokes aside, like the escalation from the bad guys just kept going, and the windfalls. There was no gust. Like it was the very end of the season. Finally, there was a windfall, and as you said beforehand, it came in the form of a message that needed to be borderline deciphered. Right, like it was not many. I mean, literally one of the best things that happened was...
If I open it again, I'm saying, put that shit in writing.
It doesn't have hands. Tell
God to find a way.
Anyways, one of the most positive things that came out of the season was Gwen's pregnancy. No comment. No need to go any further. Another one of the positive things was Jaaek giving birth. I mean, there was very little positive. Unfortunately, it was a lot of
almost all of the Gwen stuff was super bad and heavy. Mm-hmm. Some of it heavy for me IRL and in game.
That's season 5 though.
Family stuff. I mean, some of that was season 4, wasn't it? No. Yes.
Season 5.
Yeah, not the big reveals. They were all 5.
All 5.
Somehow that was only those 2. Yeah, I know.
Dude, I feel like it's been 8 sessions of pain.
Well, so hold on. Season 5 is 2 sessions. Just so everybody knows, it's 2 sessions, and it's already 14 hours and 10 and 20 minutes. 14 hours, 23 minutes in 2 sessions.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Should have been 18.
Huh?
That should have been 18.
I feel like only an hour of that is your 2 characters.
Probably not wrong.
Each.
It's
been, I don't know about that.
Yeah. There's been some stuff going on. I got to roll a couple of dice. Some were bad. Most were bad.
Oh yeah, the last like 4 sessions, including season 5, I'm pretty sure I had 1 streak of rolling well, and everything else has been a fucking 1 or a 9 or less.
Well, we'll not worry about that because that's a different season. So, since we're
started
done with
in season
recapping this season,
4.
why don't I jump into the final round of questions before we end up this the stream and this long tier of recaps, right? Well, that was a lot of fun. Anyways, after all of that time, it's actually still going to be about another 45 minutes of just answering questions that came in from chat. This really was an interactive portion of the stream, and I think even more questions come in with the later recaps. Let's move on to the next video where you can go and check out the questions and them getting answered by the players. Otherwise, don't forget to like and subscribe, leave comments on how you think we can get better. Thanks.